Hey everyone, my Persona 5 limited edition. Oh no, that's not good. So, Atlas decided to release something on their social media channels today, titled A Note on Persona 5 and Streaming, and is basically setting guidelines for video content creators and streamers regarding what video content is acceptable regarding Persona 5. And they say that this is to combat spoilers. You know, it's been a long wait since Persona 4 came out to Persona 5, and they're going into this saying, we don't want people having their experience ruined. Um, and honestly, this is pretty trash. So I have a lot of thoughts on this. My first thing is that it's very interesting to me that they're so worried about spoilers when it comes to videos that are more often than not properly titled. You know, you do have misleading thumbnails and titles and stuff, the quote unquote clickbait. I'm not a big fan of that term, but, I'm not going to deny that that exists and people can get spoiled that way. But I find it interesting that, they're talking about this when there exists multiple Twitter accounts, forum posts, websites that day one, as of the Japanese release, contained story spoilers regarding the end game of Persona 5 and stuff like that. Um, but, that's, I guess, a subject for another day. But yeah, it's also very interesting to me that they're talking in here about what's acceptable to show and not ruining the experience. But then when you actually go down to the bullet points they have listed out here, um, they have very odd things listed, like you need to limit your videos to 90 minutes long for some reason, which okay. No major story spoilers, and they say they leave that up to your judgment, but then they're also cherry picking which scenes you can show and which ones you can't, which also to me, I find it a little odd that they would play favorites regarding what they would like out there and what they wouldn't like to show. Also considering the fact that they're describing scenes that I haven't. I've been spoiled on some stuff, I will admit, but I haven't popped in the game yet. I don't even know what half this shit really means. So I guess you kind of spoiled us within your description of why people shouldn't be spoiled, which is bizarre. Um, and not only that, just they have something here like no major cutscenes, animated scenes. But you can have commentary, which is nice. We have the base standard there, and also you can't stream, or I think even they said, yeah, you can't have video content or stream past 7/7 in game calendar. Uh, which honestly, to me, this reeks of cherry picking what they would like of their game out there, which is completely against my values as a video content creator. And really, to me, this sounds. And you know what? I have strong positive feelings that this is probably going to be one of the best games I played this year. And despite all this BS, I do plan on playing it and enjoying it. But it really reeks of me that they want to control the conversation more than I believe a publisher of a video game should be. And they have this whole thing in here about how you can describe things in broad strokes but not go into specifics. Well, what if I want to criticize something specific, or what if there's an element that I find is maybe not so great that I would like to discuss in a video form or something like that, and I guess I'm not allowed to, which is very interesting. Um, but yeah, I'm overall really disappointed in Atlas as a longtime fan, and more so even that, but just as someone who for a long while there posted Megami Tensei related content, and I don't know, just of my YouTube channel. I don't know what the full count is, but I know for a fact that just looking at my analytics, I have over hundreds of thousands of views that are directly responsible because of Atlas content, and part of my enjoyment of not only this game but the series was always the discourse and discussions that these games triggered as a result of their fantastic storytelling and really in-depth themes that a lot of other games don't cover, and that's part of the reason these games, you know, got as successful as they did. And I also think it's kind of sad, in a way, that all these restrictions. Well, one thing that actually someone on Twitter was saying, which I find actually very funny too, for a game that's all about anti-establishment, thematically, this is a slap in the face to that. This is pretty dumb. But just in general, it wasn't, that it wasn't too long ago that Atlas was still not a name you heard even in JRPG circles for a lot of people. That they were niche. They're still niche in some regards, but I mean, Persona 5 is going to be one of the biggest games this year in terms of, Japanese games coming out and stuff that people are talking about. I'm sure it's their best-selling game of all time, easily. But I can't even begin, honestly, to rack my brain around the amount of people that I've heard say, I got into this series because I saw a video from, well, me, or they saw the Giant Bomb Endurance Run was a real popular one. They saw that two best friends play Persona 4 little montage video. Johnny Awesome, Sir Lionheart, good friends of mine, Super Genius. A lot of Let's Players have really popular, not just Persona, but other Atlas games in general, runs of them that have helped introduce people to the series. And I honestly think this is a pretty shitty way of giving back to those people who have given them so much support. I'm not much interested in playing around with this or fucking around and working within a system that is obviously bullshit from the ground up. I'm not going to even bother. I really was looking forward to streaming Persona 5 today, but I guess I won't be. And I guess, yeah, I'm just really disappointed that games that have so much to look at critically are being hindered by something so honestly stupid. Because, I mean, if I really wanted to right now, I could go on Twitter and spoil a bunch of people just by tweeting out dumb Persona 5 spoilers, but I guess the hard work and effort that goes into video recording, editing, and publishing is really the real demon here. No pun intended, but whatever. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother really doing much Persona 5 stuff, if any at all. Maybe I'll talk about it on a podcast, but this really left a sour taste in my mouth, especially after after looking forward to this game for so long. So, well, hope everyone enjoys the game, but this is honestly pretty crap. Have a good one.